है तो वहाँ के वहाँ धंधा हो सकता है. So buying agencies are there for every field for the big companies. The smaller companies will have smaller agencies which will be a local बंदा, अपना इंडिया का बंदा होगा, 10, 15, 20 लोग के साथ बैठा है. He is the buyer's office in India. Same thing. IKEA का खुद का ऑफिस है, ये छोटे कंपनी का इंडिया ऑफिस है. He will represent the buyer's interests. He will fix up the meeting with the buyer and he will follow up. So you have to get in touch with these buying agencies. And these buying agencies से काम करने में कोई disadvantages भी है, but advantages भी बहुत है. Because there is someone there to talk to you, understand your problems, check your quality, guide you. बहुत सारे advantages है, especially for new exporters. And then we have direct sales. Direct sales are they happen more through fairs, but after the fair एक link बन जाता है, and then the buyer is always in touch with you and you are in touch with the buyer. He is directly talking to you, not through any agency, not through any fair or any exhibition. He is directly in touch with you. So that takes time to build up a list of people who are directly in touch with you, but वो होता है, it happens. There is another very fast growing avenue to export, and that is online, as we all know. In my field, it is a very insignificant way of doing business, and we have not been very successful, and neither is it the industry standard. But for other fields like engineering and commodities, it has become a very fast way of attracting buyers. You put your ad on some portal like Alibaba, and anyone who's searching for that product will go there and they will contact you. And I know a lot of people who have got very, very good export contacts and business just by advertising on such portals. On a smaller way, today even your Amazon and all, not Indian Amazon, but you can register yourself in Amazon US or Amazon Germany, and if you want to do small quantities, you can directly start exporting from here. But of course, I'm talking of very low volumes. So these are the well-established and well-known channels: fairs, direct sales, buying agencies, and export promotion councils, and online portals. Go to the next slide. I was just trying to show you more, like, for example, I wanted to give you the example of EPCH, Export Promotion Council of Handicrafts. Export Promotion Council of Handicrafts is my channel, is my marketing channel. They are a government and exporters joint enterprise. They started from that small little daftar in Delhi, sleepy, horrible, typical government office. Today they have a 5-story building, 5-star, absolute 5-star. They made so much money. How have they made money? They have started organizing fairs in India. They have made Delhi fair one of the most successful fairs of handicrafts. सब foreign buyer को दिल्ली आना ही है अभी. दिल्ली आना ही यानी हमको पार्टिसिपेट करना है, हमको पार्टिसिपेट करना है यानी हमको उनको पैसे देना है. So they have built up, made lot of money, and they made lot of money for us because they have made India, they put India on the map. They have put up a huge expo mart. We have our handicraft expo mart in Greater Noida, where all the exhibitions are held, including the auto show and everything there. Now that is owned by, it is partnered by EPCH. So they have become very powerful. They pay tickets for buyers. They give free hotel stay, free business class ticket for buyers to come and buy from us. So बहुत सारा उन लोग कर रहे हैं. All export councils are not that active or that rich, but they are all doing some work. So I just wanted to give you the Export Promotion Council that I'm linked with. And Niche, if you see, they give you a lot of market data and also help you get your, they also help you get your money. MEIS and DBK. MEIS and DBK is the money you get from the government for exporting. Typically, it works out to roughly 7% of your turnover. That means if you are exporting $1 lakh, $7,000 government is giving you. मुरादाबाद में तो लोग कॉस्ट टू कॉस्ट बेच के सिर्फ MEIS और DB पे जिंदा है. They are selling cost to cost. The only profit is incentive from government. So it is a very important thing, because sometimes we are fighting China and their prices are ridiculous. So these things help. The other example I wanted to give you was Li & Fung. Now Li & Fung is one of the largest buying agencies. अपनी buying agencies से इतनी बात करेंगे. Li & Fung is one of the largest buying agencies in India. It is owned by it is partly owned, I think, by Hong Kong and Shanghai Bank. They are so rich and they are so strong that they represent almost 30-40 top buyers in India, and they finance the buyer. That means they say, आप इंडिया आओ, इंडिया से खरीदो, माल ले जाओ, हम एक्सपोर्टर को पैसे दे देंगे, आप हमको 2 महीने बाद पैसे दो. So they have tremendous power and clout with the exporters, with the agency, and then they खींचो the exporter also. हमको भी 30 दिन बाद पैसे देंगे, वहाँ 60 दिन का credit देंगे, and all this kind of things they do. But they are very, very powerful, because if you go to Li & Fung and they accept you, they open up. See, Li & Fung represents Next, they represent Guess, they represent all these brands that you may have heard of. You know, so there are so many brands that they will introduce you to. तो एक जगह जाने से आप 30 बड़े बायर से मिल रहे हैं. So this is just one such agency, and every field, whether you're making plastic pens or you're making electrical wire, you will find that there are such agencies. The third picture there is of the fairs I take part in. Frankfurt, twice a year, sometimes once a year. Delhi fair, the most important fair is Delhi fair, and Hong Kong fair. These are the fairs we go, participate, we meet the buyer, and sometimes buyer पहले हमको हांगकांग में मिलता है, फिर हेलो दिल्ली में बोलता है और ऑर्डर फ्रैंकफर्ट में देता है. So you cannot say कि हांगकांग एंड दिल्ली फेयर वेस्ट गए, because उनको टाइम लगा. उन लोग ने यहाँ भी देखे हमको, वहाँ भी देखे हमने. Then they build up that feeling कि हाँ यार ये तो सब जगह दिख रहा है, he is a good guy. यहाँ भी बात हुई, वहाँ भी बात हुई. Finally जाके फ्रैंकफर्ट में उसने ऑर्डर दिया. But the process started 2 or 3 fairs earlier. So you have to be visible. Marketing is all about being visible and available. So this is one of the other things. If we can go to the next and the last slide, I think. I wanted to talk about a few tips which is related to marketing, because without this you cannot market. And the right market is very important. Every product has a market. Every item you are dealing with as a trader or a wholesaler or a manufacturer has an export market. You have to find it. You have to find it by studying and understanding what sells where. And it is up to you to make it either cheaper or better or different. These are the things which will make your product sell. It has to be one of these things. If it is more expensive, same, obviously nobody is going to buy. So you can get better price. देखो हमारे items are 20-30% more expensive than China. Yet we are selling, because we are doing what the Chinese cannot do. So that's why I said, try and do something which other countries cannot do, or other people in India cannot do. Some advantage you will find. They are doing some other advantage. Don't try to chase that. Don't try to do what others are doing. Try to do something which nobody else is doing. And that is a thing. In marketing, all the export conferences and export talks I've heard, they keep talking about quality. Quality. तो सब लोग को ये लगता है कि export यानी best quality. अभी यहाँ भी अपने पेपर में आता है export quality. That means it's best. But ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. You see the shit China sells. what they are exporting, rubbish. So quality is not the best. Quality is what you have promised. If you have promised desi daru, black label भेजने के कोई मतलब नहीं है. If you are charging for desi daru, send desi daru. But it should be the best quality desi daru as promised. So I often tell my people at the factory, hey, Baba, are we charging for black label? No, no, sir. I said, why are we making black label? Let's stick to desi daru. अपन पैसे तो उसके ही मिल रहे हैं ना अपने. So what we have to sell is what we have promised. What we have to sell is what we have promised to deliver. That is your quality, not something best. Because price is always linked. Price is always, बायर को भी मालूम है कि मैं $3 के आइटम ले रहा हूं मैं, तो मेरे को कोई रोल्स रॉयस क्वालिटी तो मिलना नहीं है. बट ये डेफिनेटली जो मैंने देखा हूं वो मिलना चाहिए. एंड द लास्ट, एंड sad to say, in India we have to even put it up on the PPT, is be honest. Because it is not just कि story की यार सब बोलते हैं कि इंडिया से बहुत तकलीफ हुई. असली में बहुत तकलीफ होती है लोगों को. असली में बहुत घुमाती है इन लोग अपन इन लोग को. तो एक दिखाएंगे, दूसरा भेजेंगे, ऐसा बोलेंगे, वैसा करेंगे, 60 दिन बोलेंगे, 6 महीने बाद भेजेंगे. तो वो इतना फ्रस्ट्रेशन हो जाता है कस्टमर को, बायर को, कि वो बोलता भैया इससे बेटर तो चाइना ही चलो, इससे बेटर तो थाईलैंड ही चलो. सो इन एक्सपोर्ट देयर इज नो सेकंड चांस. देयर इज नो सेकंड चांस. योर फर्स्ट चांस इज योर लास्ट चांस. यहाँ आप मोहब्बत प्यार में समझा दोगे. आप बम्बई कुछ माल भेज रहे हो, आपने गड़बड़ कर दिया, आप बम्बई चले जाओगे, हाथ पैर जोड़ेंगे, सॉरी माय मदर वाज नॉट वेल, ऐसा हुआ वैसा हो गया. वो बोलेगा चल ठीक है यार, दूसरा ऑर्डर लेके जा. यहाँ देयर इज नो सेकंड चांस. इफ यू मेस्ड अप, यू मेस्ड अप. दे विल नेवर फॉरगेट एंड दे विल नॉट फॉरगिव. दे विल नॉट फॉरगिव. सो बी ऑनेस्ट. नो, लाइक आई सेड, नो स्पेस फॉर घुमाविंग द क्लाइंट. बिकॉज वो एक बार कर लोगे आप, second time he will not come back to you. And always I find in India honesty is very much in a premium. जिसको बायर को लगा ये बंदा सीधा है, ये बंदा स्ट्रेट है, जो बोलता है वो करता है, immediately you are at an advantage over all your competitors in India. Immediately you have edge. Even if that guy is little cheaper or his quality is even little better, still they will come to you. Because they'll say कम से कम ये जो बोलता है वो करता है. So I'll just quickly demonstrate how we need to be different for marketing. See, these are the kind of horses which are made in China. Very realistic, very lifelike, very cheap. What we are giving is the horse there, more stylized, made in natural material, wood, something that China cannot make that. So we have to be different. And the demand-driven design, we have to make things what they want, like angels. Big India में angels का कोई demand नहीं है, but there they want lots of angels. So design those kind of items. अभी natural का theme बहुत चल रहा है. We want all natural looking products. So if you see the bird, that coffee cup in that natural wood, the horse at the end, these are all very natural looking items. And this is, we keep changing depending on the trends. And like I said, quality, what you have promised, trust, and a good, honest price. There is no big money in exports. There is no huge money in exports, which we've been hearing from childhood. कि बहुत पैसे हैं, बहुत कमाते हैं exporters, कुछ नहीं. They are very, in fact, we get better prices in India. But if you are sticking to a decent price, you will get that price. If you are working with decent profit, you will get that profit. So I think that is it. Just wanted to tell you that there's always scope to learn. We had a fire at our factory. Our entire stores was burned down. And when we were walking around, seeing everything burnt and feeling horrible, we picked up a piece of wood, पूरा जला हुआ काला, उसमें पूरा चारकोल फिनिश. और मेरे को आइडिया आ रहा है कि यार इसमें से तो चारकोल कलेक्शन बन सकता है अपना, अपन लकड़ी को ये फिनिश करके बेच सकते हैं. and I think last year it became our best-selling finish. So sometimes even from disaster, you can get something wonderful. So that is what I have to tell you. If there is anything you need to know, please ask. Otherwise.
Any questions, friends?
Yeah. Haji. Export houses is now more or less a finished institution. Export houses क्या था पहले? दिल्ली में बड़े-बड़े लोग बैठे थे और they were looking for small people, जिससे वो खरीद के डबल ट्रिपल दाम करके एक्सपोर्ट करते थे. They are finished now because अभी क्या है, कम्युनिकेशन ऑनलाइन, सबका प्राइस सबको पता चल गया. आज बायर गली गली जानता है, प्राइसेस जानता है सब. अर्लियर क्या करते थे, they used to have contacts abroad. अपन ट्रैवल नहीं कर सकते थे, अपन कांटेक्ट नहीं कर सकते थे, कैसा मार्केटिंग करना पता नहीं, बायर कौन है पता नहीं. इन लोग के कॉन्टैक्ट्स थे तो बहुत सस्ता खरीदते थे और फिर जाके महंगा बेचते थे. सो द एक्सपोर्ट हाउसेज आर मोर और लेस फिनिश्ड. दे वर मोर लाइक ट्रेडिंग हाउसेज.
Any other question?
हाँ जी. हाँ जी.
So, how easy is it to get a customer to get an LC or a new or a person who gets started?
See, it depends on many factors. Normally क्या होता है, you should ask for either LC, and most companies are very happy working with LC because they are protecting themselves also and they are protecting you also. But LC में याद रखना कि आपका भी रिस्क बहुत ज़्यादा है, क्योंकि LC आपको एकदम बांध देता है डेट वाइज. फिर थोड़ा भी लेट हो गया, then the buyer is free from responsibility. He can say अभी मेरे को माल नहीं होना. So LC works in your favor, but it can also work against you because the moment you cross the shipment date, then it is up to the buyer उसको खरीदना है या नहीं खरीदना. तो फिर आपने माल तैयार कर दिए और 2 दिन भी लेट हो गया तो buyer free of responsibility to buy. Very easily they agree, but sometimes they don't want because they know कि ये लफड़ा होने वाला है इंडिया के साथ, माल लेट होने वाला है, तो they prefer 30% deposit and 70% against shipment documents. And for you also that is best. 30% एडवांस आ गया, 70% जब आपने माल भेजा तब आपने मंगवा लिया, जब वो 70% भी आ गया यानी पूरा पैसा अंदर आ गया तब आप shipment documents बायर को भेज दिए. So for you it is better because if you are late or some other violation of LC has happened, you are not in any danger. And secondly, you have 30% advance, and you are getting your full money before you are releasing the documents. Buyer किधर जाएगा नहीं, 30% देने के बाद लेट भी हुआ तो माल तो लेना ही आपसे. So your best bet is to ask for 70. It is very common to say in exports 30-70, 30-70. So your first choice should be 30-70. Otherwise then LC at site, because LC at 60 days भी आता है, LC at 90 days भी आता है. But if you are going for LC, then be very careful, read it very carefully. Not only that, many other things will be there. Inspection agency का report is required. Inspection agency report नहीं देंगे आपको, आप वापस फंस गए. So there are lots of things. Read the LC very carefully. आपके लिए भी उतना ही difficult है जितना उनके लिए. हाँ जी. जी. देखिए एक्सपोर्ट में क्या है, मैं जनरल ऑब्जर्वेशन की बात कर रहा हूँ. एक्सपोर्ट्स में ऐसा है कि मेन खेल है वॉल्यूम्स का. मेन खेल है वॉल्यूम्स. अब अगर एक ट्रेडर को 100 पीस बेच रहे तो वहां आप 2000 या 3000 पीस के ऑर्डर के पीछे भाग रहे हैं, तो आपको रेट तो कम ही मिलना है. इंडिया से शायद रेट कम ही मिलेगा, क्वांटिटी ज्यादा मिलेगा. दैट इज द मेन थिंग. तो हम लोग का there are two ways of doing pricing. Cost plus profit equals to selling price. ये तो अपन सब जानते हैं. Very often we do selling price less profit is equal to cost price. यानी अगर वो बायर बोलता है ये पेन कितने का है, हम लोग बोलते हैं हमारा प्राइस 7 है, बोलता नहीं मैं 5000 पीस लूंगा लेकिन मैं सिर्फ 500 रुपीज दूंगा, 5 रुपीज दूंगा. आई कैन नॉट पे 7, आई पे 5. हम लोग वापस फैक्ट्री आते हैं या वापस ऑफिस आते हैं और 2-3 घंटे बैठते हैं कि कैसा ये उसको सेट करे, बिकॉज हमको वो ऑर्डर तो होना ही है. एंड यू विल बी सरप्राइज, रास्ता निकल जाता है विदाउट इफेक्टिंग द क्वालिटी का तो सवाल ही नहीं, बट रास्ता मिल जाता है अपने. एंड वेरी ऑफन वी हैव टेकन ऑर्डर्स एट व्हाट वी थॉट वर अपसर्ड प्राइसेस एंड येट मेड सम मार्जिन. So price में flexibility रखना है, and if you are getting the good quantity, then you will be surprised how even a lower price can give you better profit.
I just wanted to know about the HS code. Like I've heard that every product has a particular HS
Correct.
code.
Yeah.
And there are people who tell that okay, who's exporting from India and who is buying, let's say, Australia.
Correct.
And what's the company name over there, and what's the price per kg if I'm exporting spices or something?
Correct. Correct.
So I just want to know where to go and whom to catch for the HS code.
The HS code is available on internet.
No, that I know. But about the consulate, I mean, who will tell me that? Okay.
Oh, there are many agencies who this is spy work. उन लोग क्या करते हैं, they go through all the, they have access to, they get through somehow through their sources, they get to know all the information. If you want to know which is my customer, what price I am selling, they will even come and give you that information. They have all information. But that is a very negative way of approaching. What you have to understand is HS code is not for this. HS code is to know what duty will be attracted by your customer in his home country. For example, if I am selling wooden product, American buyer will ask me what is the HS code of this product. So we will say it is 406.2. Then वो calculate करेंगे, अच्छा मेरे को 5% duty भरना है इस पे. So it is actually a code which tells you how much duty your product attracts. It is not a marketing tool, and it is not a information gathering tool. But it is, some agencies are there, many, they keep sending emails to us and everything. They will give you whatever information you want, which they have gathered from unofficially. And they, for example, I want to know Akash किसको furniture बेच रहा, क्या रेट पे बेच रहा, कितने क्वांटिटी, कौन से कंट्री में, सब इन्फॉर्मेशन उसके सब जाएंगे कस्टम्स में से, सब निकालेंगे अंदर से, पूरा मेरे को उसके सब बिल लाके दे देंगे, एंड 50,000 रुपीज 25,000 रुपीज ऐसा मेरे से फीस ले लेंगे. So that information you can get, but I have never done it. It's, I think, a negative way of working. HTS is to know what duty your customer will pay.
So that he knows his costing.
He knows his costing. Sometimes he will ask you for landed cost and other things.
Sir, can you tell us about export incentives being offered, and for a small enterprise,
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's amazing what the government is doing. It is a export. I'll just quickly go over what I said earlier. MEIS is your biggest government ka benefit. It is linked to your FOB value, means the cost of your free on board, your invoice. अगर आप साल में whatever 1 करोड़ का एक्सपोर्ट किए हो या 10 करोड़ का किया हो या 20 करोड़ का, whatever is your total exports, उसका 5% गवर्नमेंट आपको वापस देती है कैश. Not in the way of cash, but by way of a import license, which you can sell in the market, and you get roughly 5%. So you can say that for every dollar you export, 5% the government is giving you as incentive, and that is known as the MEIS scheme, which I put up on the board some time ago. So MEIS is a very important tool. जब हमारे बुरे दिन चल रहे थे during the recession 2008, 2009, 2010, that 5% became very important for survival. Plus we are having what is known as DBK, duty drawback. India is importing material and the government is earning import. earning from the importers. When we are exporting, they are refunding that money to us. So aluminium, wood, most of the things we get a DBK of 2% on FOB value or on the export value. So, sir, basically to answer your question, 7% तो आपको मिल ही रहा है as a free, which mostly we don't count in our costing. When you do counting, you're not supposed to count also. It is not a part of cost in your income. It is a benefit. And if you are getting 7% clean as a profit other than your costing, other than your calculated profit, it is a huge advantage.
The purpose of asking this question was, how cumbersome is this process?
Very easy.
That is what.
Very easy. Things are and now becoming easier and easier and easier. It's all getting linked up. Bank, earlier I had a person, I still have a person devoted only for documentation and getting this money out. But it is becoming easier and easier all the time. Now क्या है, bank uploads the documents, the customs are uploading documents, the DGFT is getting it. It is all interlinked. And now they have launched a new website which is, we had a very tough year this time because वो system gel नहीं हो रहा था. पर एक बार चलने लग गया तो हमको कोई effort ही नहीं करना पड़ेगा, automatically वो पैसे आ जाएंगे. पहले अपने को बैंक भागना पड़ता था, वहाँ से डॉक्यूमेंट लेना पड़ता, फिर अपलोड करना पड़ता था, फिर वहाँ भागना पड़ता था, फाइनली जाके पैसे मिलते थे. एंड ऑफ कोर्स अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ गिव एंड टेक हैपेंस टू गेट द मनी आउट फास्ट, पर वो तो खा नहीं होता है. आई मीन दैट इज अ पार्ट एंड पार्सल. बट यू आर गेटिंग द मनी रिलेटिवली इजी. एवरी मंथ व्हेन आई मेक माय बजट कि मेरे को पैसे कहाँ आने हैं, आई हैव अ कॉलम फॉर मनी टू कम फ्रॉम MEIS and DBK because I need that money. It has become sizable now. Earlier, we never used to even consider. Plus, there are other schemes, like Akash mentioned, for traveling to fairs and participating in fairs. You get MDS scheme. I don't know if it's 60%, Akash, but I don't know the percentage, but 50-60% of the basic stand fare, not traveling and not your certain amount is given to you. So,
They are giving it to association also, like MIDC Industry Association availing that, Plastic Industry Association, they went to Germany. So the total tour package was 1,50,000. So 90,000 was paid by government and 60,000 by members, something like that.
but it is also different.
Sort of documentation for that.
Acha, not in our line. It is different for different industries. But I'll tell you, also earlier we used to have a study tour. माने अगर मैं घूमने भी गया, and it was being very much misused also. People were going to Thailand for holiday and coming back and claiming study tour. So the government was giving you 50% of airfare and some 20% of hotel stay and something. So people were going for holiday and then coming and filing. But they have stopped that. The other thing we are getting is interest subvention. Means I think, would you remember Zaran how much it is? I think 3 or 4%. 3%. That means if you are 9% is or 10% or 11%, whatever you're paying your bank, every quarterly bank refunds 3% back to you. So your interest rates come down by 3%. And this is the government, the bank gets the money from government. It is not the bank that is giving you the money, it is the government which is giving the money. So subvention of interest. Then they allow you to convert all your term loans, working capital loans into foreign account. Now foreign account में interest attract होता है 1.5% या आधा %, 1%, and then bank service charge रहती है 3%, 3.5%. So you end up paying around 4.5 to, I think right now we have negotiated 4.5 to 5% as the interest rate on our term loan and on our packing credit loan. Where is 4-5% and where is 12-13%? And we have to do, because in China they are getting at 3% and 2%.
There is also some incentive on capital goods import for exports.
Yes, that is another incentive. If you are, there are many schemes. If you require certain, like if you are making this microphone and you need this jali part from China, then you can import that without any duty directly.
Plus machines, there is a lot of.
Then on machines there is import. Now I recently got some CNC machines from China. Again, we didn't pay any duty on that. So there are lots of, government is doing a lot, and nobody can say कि सरकार कुछ नहीं कर रही है, बहुत कर रही है, अपने अपने